Hello, welcome back to Zentangle Explore. I am so excited you're drawing with me today, either live or on the replay. This is a class where we draw simple lines really, really slowly. Zentangle patterns, just one really slowly, and explore it however you want to. So you'll need a couple pieces of paper cut to a size that fits in the palm of your hand, and a pen. This is a Sharpie pen, but you can use whatever you have on hand, even if it's colored ballpoint, doesn't matter. Whatever you have, and whatever paper you have will be just perfect. All right, so we're going to start with a nice little grounding meditation, a little centering and breathing, and then we will draw for a nice long time. So you can get nice and comfortable in your seats. I'm going to close my eyes. You can close yours if you'd like. And just check in with your breath. Say hello, breath. Welcome to this day. Find the inhale. Notice a little stop. Find the exhale. Release all of that air and find the little stop at the bottom. Breath is a beautiful circle, our constant companion from birth until death. Always available for us to notice. Slow down. Say hello, breath. Let's allow that inhale to expand up to the top of your head. Allow the exhale to take any tension with it, any thoughts that are lingering. Allow it to float all the way down to your feet. Inhaling to the top of the head. In your own time, in your own way, and exhaling to the bottom of your feet. No need to change the breath, just allow its rhythm to be your companion for these moments while you notice the gentle awareness. Let's expand that inhale up past the top of your head, as high as you want to go. And allow the exhale to expand down, 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 past your feet, perhaps past the ground of the earth and into the earth. Maybe allow that inhale to go up into the sky. Knowing that you're safe, you're anchored here in your chair, lying down, or wherever you are, in your space. Allow that breath to soar upwards. Come down through your body on the exhale. Go all the way into the earth. And as you continue to breathe in whatever way is feeling most peaceful and most comfortable to you, we're going to bring our attention 100% into this present moment, into our bodies, knowing that our breath is there with us all the time. Always, always, always. Just waiting for us to notice. And Let's take a big inhale together. And a nice exhale. Perhaps being able to hear that exhale as you expel your breath. Big inhale. A nice exhale. One last big inhale together. And exhale. When you're ready, you can open your eyes, knowing that whatever we create today will be perfect as it is. All right, thank you. I love breathing before drawing. I'm going to change my camera and draw. All right, so you will just need a couple pieces of paper. Mine's watercolor paper, and I have this blown up, so they're just large enough to hold in the palm of your hand. Whatever you have will be perfect. And I'm going to draw right now with this Sharpie pen, but you can draw with whatever you have. So we're going to be drawing one Zentangle pattern. Unfortunately, I do not know the name of it. I'm going to call it Leef. And we're going to draw it really, really slowly. So let's begin. You can start this wherever you like, but I'm going to start off my page. And we're just going to draw really slow lines. Draw a nice curved line up to the top. A little point, and a nice curved line down to the side of the page. Slow lines. Perhaps even drawing those lines in connection with your breath. And then we're going to draw a nice little line from the point down to the edge of the page. And then you can decorate this if you'd like. There's more to this tangle, but for right now, I'm going to show you an example of decorating this. Where I just do some slanted slow lines. Little parallel slanted lines just on one side of this leaf shape. The bottom all the way to the top. And you can put little skips in those lines. You can make the lines go straight across. You can make them go vertically. You can follow the outer curve. However you want to do that fill is up to you. You could color the whole thing in black or add another color or highlighter. But to continue this lovely little band tangle, I'm going to draw another leaf shape right on top of the first. Really slowly. Then we'll draw in our stem. This is a class all about exploration. So this is the way this pattern goes. And they just continue to connect. You have the chance to explore this in whatever way you want. I've already started exploring here with a little bit of a curved fill here on the side, a little break in the curve, add a little highlight. Allow this fill, this lines, whatever you're putting in as fill, to be just as slow, just as mindful. You can feel free to turn your tile to fill in these upper lines here so you can see the spacing better. I've decided to do it from this direction. It's really all up to you. So now that you know the elements of this pattern, you can change it in whatever way you like. And just ask yourself questions. Does the outer shape need to be a leaf? Could it be something else? I got so excited about this that I drew these on the same side. In reality, it's meant to, this fill is meant to alternate sides. One side and the second side. Since we're not erasing and there are no mistakes in Zentangle, same is true for Zentangle Explore. I'm just going to allow that to be a nice, lovely variation and an exploration of what it looks like when you put them, the fill both on the same sides. I've noticed that my fill lines now are becoming quite close together. Another way to explore. So going back to the elements, does this have to be a leaf shape? It does not. Do they have to be going all in one direction? They do not. Do they have to even connect? They do not. Does the stem need to be a straight line? It does not. Could this fill have a wiggle in the line? Absolutely. Could there be an aura, a line that just mimics the outer shape around each one of these or around the entire thing? Yes, it could. As long as you're breathing and drawing slow, slow lines, you are doing everything exactly right. We start with multiple pieces of paper because you can draw multiple things multiple times. So you can start over on another sheet of paper whenever you'd like. I'm going to continue exploring on this page with a different shape. You could vary how you draw this pattern. You could draw all of the shapes empty first, and then go back and do the fill. You could add different fill in each shape. Could vary the size of each element that you're adding together in this little band chain. Whatever question is coming into your mind to answer, you have a pen, a piece of paper, and your breath, and you can answer it really slowly. And if you get all excited about what you're drawing or you just forget to draw slowly, it's okay. Come back to your breath. Soften the grip of your hand while you're holding your pen. Nothing terrible happened. You just forgot. And forgetting is absolutely perfect. Allows us to remember. And in the remembering, we remember why it is that we were doing the thing that we forgot in the first place. I think being a human is a constant process and evolution of forgetting and remembering and forgetting and remembering. Each time we get a little bit clearer about why we wanted to remember that thing in the first place and what it is. We reassess the value of what it is that we're choosing again. At least I know for me, when I berate myself, judge myself, or get angry with myself for forgetting in the first place, doesn't help me to remember the next time. It just makes me feel terrible. I am not a fan of feeling terrible. So I find that being really kind to myself and saying, oh, that's so silly. How could I have forgotten that wonderful thing? Makes it easier to remember when I once again forget. Just like the breath. Cycle continues, always available for me to tune in and notice. Nothing's gone wrong. Forgetting means nothing about me except that my attention has wandered. There's so many lovely things to be distracted by here, this earth plane. It's totally understandable when our attention wanders. It's the kind and gentle remembering that we have breath, that we can notice it, we can spend time with it. And when we do that, the things we want to remember, the really, really important things, they show up. And help us do that. Helps us to slow down and breathe. Last week in the Aruba class, we were talking about adding a bit of black. And that's just where you add a little bit of a darker fill or thicker line, a little contrast. It's not necessary, but it does make what you're drawing a bit more pleasing. If your center stem is actually a double line. The nice thing about exploring is that nothing bad happens. Everything you draw is just a new idea. It's brought to the page for consideration and appreciation. Allows you to learn something new about what you like, maybe what is less pleasing. It's just a process of learning and embracing whatever is showing up. Everything has value. It's a tool for learning, even the things that you wish didn't show up, no matter what those are. Each one is an opportunity for learning something new. A thing about yourself, about myself, and I learn new things. Your pen, about the paper, about this pattern. Learning is so much easier when I don't push it away, scold it, say nasty things about it or me, nasty things about my ability to learn. It's just not helpful. It doesn't feel good. And so that's why I know mistakes in Zentangle, because we're always learning something new. And this process of not erasing allows us to embrace our learning and normalize the process of learning through exploration. So I believe that even when you're drawing say a Zentangle tile or something that you're intending to draw, not just free exploration like we're doing here, each time your pen decides to go off on its own little tangent, which sometimes does, often happens if you draw long enough, it's still an opportunity for learning. It's still an exploration of something that you would not have necessarily thought up of on your own. Learning happens, and when that little bobble happens, whatever it is, that new thing appears, always have the opportunity to embrace it as a point of learning or to get really miserably upset about the fact that it happened at all. And one feels delightful and freeing, and the other feels miserable and terrible. And I'm the one choosing. So I choose to allow whatever that is that showed up to just be learning. Nothing has gone wrong. In fact, everything has gone right. Somebody was just telling me, quote, that I don't know the quote really perfectly. I just know the idea of it, and I actually don't know the source. But it went something like, when things are perfect, there's no opportunity for change or creativity. Creation can't get into the mix because everything has its aligned space and time, and it will always show up in that way, that exact way. So if that were the case, there would be no evolution in the human genome or the animal kingdom or the plant kingdom. There would be nothing new because everything is always perfect and the same. I find that to be a really helpful thing to think about. I am continuing to release my hold on what I believe to be perfect or right, the only way to do something. Zentangle and drawing that way, this way, helps me to do that. I've come to realize that everything in my life can help me to do that. To recognize that perfect is actually not something to strive for. It's something to be wary of because it closes off opportunities for learning something new and exploring and inviting creativity into my ways of thinking and drawing and doing. I think being on Earth and not learning something new sounds like kind of torture. So I'm embracing the opportunities that show up with imperfection. And you coming here to draw with me and helping. Thank you for helping me. And we as humans can help each other by celebrating things that are unexpected in other people's lives, especially when they impact our own. fun about exploring is that when you do something, especially when it's something unexpected, you can say, "Oh, that's kind of interesting. What would happen if I do something else just like that?" Takes you in places that you wouldn't necessarily have thought of without a little help from the unexpected. A new direction is just a new direction. It doesn't have to mean anything about me. Here are my explorations. It was super fun. I imagine this going into all kinds of new directions as I continue to practice throughout the week. Thank you for drawing with me. I hope you enjoyed that. If you would like to donate to these Zentangle Explore classes, paypal.me/eternal possibility. And I hope that you continue to draw in whatever way brings you joy.